Hello. Today we are going to discuss another topic of class 12th computer science, and that is Python libraries. The first topic we already have discussed about the functions, and now we are going to discuss the Python libraries. A very simple definition here that Python library is a collection of functions. It's a simply when we have so many functions, so many different functions with a different functionality, all those functions can be combined together, and this combination will form a library. There are so many different types of libraries in the Python, and one of them is a module, which we are going to discuss here. What actually is the module? A file containing a set of functions that you want to include in your application. Module have some functions. Those functions have some specific functionality, and whenever you want to add that functionality in your own program, at that time you can use a predefined module. Now the module means, just in previous topic we discussed about the function, about user defined function. Now in Python the reserved functions are there as well as user defined functions are there. So both can be categorized as a module when the number of different functions can be combined together in a module. Here we have two types of, in two categories you can divide them, that built-in module and user-defined module. Built-in module means these modules are predefined in a Python language, and simply we have to use them. If some functions or some methods are declared in the modules, the only thing is that how we will use them in our program if they are built in. So very simple, just we have to write in our program this import statement and then that particular module name. As I have written here, this import and this math, and then you can write any function which is inside this math. So suppose sqrt function is there, sine function is there, cos function is there, or any other function you can use it, but with math dot. It must be remember that it must be used with math dot, as we have used here x equal to math dot sqrt of 4. So what will be the answer of this? The answer of this will be simply 2, because the sqrt function will calculate the square root of that particular value what you have included in that. So the output of it will be 2. So I think it should be clear. Very simple. Just write an import statement as I have written here. Then which function of that particular module you want to use, that can be written here as I have used sqrt. Now the next concept is user-defined module. Here the Python provides us a facility to write our own modules, and later on we can import them in any program in future. So how we can create a module? Again, a very simple. What we have to do, just you have already written the functions. In the same way you write any function and save it by the name of your choice. As I have given here the name mymodule.py, and then you write the functionality here. Here simply I have written one function, that greeting, and then print hello. One argument, this parameter is passed here, name parameter. So now once you have written it, you have saved it You must have to keep in your mind that whenever you are saving, the extension .py must be given. After that, how we will call it now? This is user defined. In the previous one, you have used the math.sqrt, that was the inbuilt function, that was inbuilt function in the particular module. Now here, this is a user defined. This is user defined. User defined means defined by you. Whenever we need to define any particular module, we can define it. Now how we will call it? A very simple. Once again, you have to write the import statement, and with that import statement, you have to write the name of that particular function which you want to call it here. As you want to call it the greeting, so you have called it. Now you have passed one value here, and that will be passed this one. This India will be passed to the name, and it will be printed here. So very simple. Simple concept once again. You just write a program, save it with the .py, and then wherever or wherever you want to call it, you just write import statement, and then there you call by that particular function name. As here, the function name was this one. I think it should be clear. Now a very simple example, another example I am giving to you. You have defined one module, and in that you have written a program of factorial. The Python, the module name you have given factorial.py, and you have written one function here, this define this function. Factorial program, you know very well. If you don't know, you can go through the other video where I have explained the number of different programs. The factorial program is also there. So here for I in range 1 to num, then you calculate the f equal to f cross I, and then you print the factorial. Now this is simple. What we have done here, you have written one function, the function name here, and the functionality of this function. I hope it is a very simple. What we are doing here, we are just writing a factorial program. In the second step, we have saved it by factorial.py. And now we are calling it in the third step. In any other program, you can call it. How we will call? Simply you write import factorial, and then give any value, pass this value. This value will be passed to this number. This number will be used here, and the factorial of this number will be printed here. So once again, simple concept. You have to create the function, or you have write the function, save it, and call it through import statement. Now another advantage is there of the module. You just declare the variable, and that variable also can be accessed later on in any other program. As here I am declaring a one dictionary. Now this dictionary can be declared and can be saved by this my module.py, or any name you can give. Just simply you have stored it, and in future now you can use it whenever you want. What simply you have to do, just you have to import that particular module, what you have name is given, and in that one you have to write which particular variable you want to access. As here I want to access of this person 1, the age of this person 1. So what is the age? 36. So what will be the answer of this one? The answer will be 36. So it's a very simple. Not only the function, simply the dictionary also can be declared, or the variable can be declared, and that variable can be accessed later on with the same method. But how we will access, the step is written over here. So I hope it should be clear that how we can write not only the function, but the dictionary as well as the list also you can write here, and you can access that particular value or that particular variable there. Now the next concept, renaming a module. Renaming means to giving a alias. You can create an alias when you import a module by using the keyword, by using the as keyword. This as keyword we have to use when we are giving a nickname or alias to that particular module. A very simple concept how we will write that import my module as mx. Why we are using it? Now instead of using my module complete name, now I will write only mx. Or in another example you can understand, suppose I am using here import math. So every time I have to write math.sqrt or math.sin or math.cos or any other function. Instead of that, if I will write import, simply import math as m, then I can write m.sqrt. It will work same as the math.sqrt. So what actually we are doing? We are giving some other name or alias through which we can reduce our typing. So a very simple concept once again, how we have to write import this one and then simply mx.person. Instead of writing complete my module.person, you have to write simply this one. So it will reduce your typing and it will save your time also. And then print a. So this is once again the another concept. Now in any module, you can define the function as well as the variable. Variable means just like a dictionary or any other things any other thing. Now when you have 2, 3, 4, 5 functions, 2, 3, 4 dictionaries, so many things in one module, but you want to access only few things, a particular thing from that, then you have to use this import from statement. Just now we have used import statement. Now we want to use the import from. When you want this import from statement will be used when you want some specific thing to access from particular module. Now just example here you can see that one, this function I have declared here, and the other one I have declared this dictionary here. Now the next concept in the next you can see when you are importing this one, so you can write import only the person dictionary from the module. So here you have to write import from my module from this statement. Simply import from my module and that this only person one or the whatever the name you have given, and then simply you can write this statement, and by writing this statement you can get a particular things from that particular module. So I hope it should be clear. So thank you very much for watching this video.